And we are live. So, welcome back, everybody. Just wanted to pop in as promised, a little bit earlier than expected, but we are gonna. There is gonna be a bonus stream later today when Transistor comes out. So instead of actually talking that much, let's go ahead and get a handle on Chapter 3 of Gray Matter. So, yesterday we finished Chapter 2 with a high note, or low note, whatever. We finished it. So now it's time to play Dr. Styles now. Switch characters. Let's see what we have here. We are in his. Sorry, I got something stuck in my. Anyways, let's check out what there is.
Laura used to brush her hair every night before bed. Laura loved to curl up in that chair and read, especially on stormy nights.
Definitely got some survivor's guilt, that's for sure.
The balcony that overlooks the back garden. I haven't used it since Laura left. I read the driest science books I can find, but not even that can put me to sleep at night.
We did see some crazy stuff actually here.
I know I felt Laura in that bed this morning.
Yeah. Figured that much. Check the mirror. Let's check.
I can't look at that dress without remembering how Laura looked in it. She was radiant in white.
Let's see here. Close. Okay. Drawer doesn't matter. Go to the bathroom. Check that out. Let's see here. There's a towel.
I don't need a towel.
And there is.
I already had one today. I can almost picture Laura in that tub. She loved hot baths. Those are mine.
They aren't mine.
Most items in here belong to Laura. I've never allowed Stella to touch them. Most items.
Okay. So, nothing much in here. Let's go upstairs. Funny. Oh, it's upstairs hall. What do you call hall? We know we're upstairs. It's just.
Laura's father found a baby owl while hunting and brought it home. She loved it. It died the night before our wedding day. Put a slight damper on things. of my ancestors salvaged pieces from a burned cathedral and installed them in Dreadhill House. Laura wanted to clean some of it out, but she never got the chance.
Okay. Really does. It does have a vibe of Phantom of the Opera, especially with his mask. I actually remember that being the first time I actually seen it.
Laura looked so elegant in that portrait.
That's parlor. I have a Thai schedules.
It's Indonesian. It's supposed to protect the house against bad spirits.
Yeah, right.
My pedigree, it all seems rather pointless now. That's my old consulting office. There's nothing in there that I want.
Let's see.
My patients. I wonder how they're faring these days. She hated me for taking this one, but I couldn't help it. She looked so radiant with joy. Laura and me. She looks wonderful in this one. That was taken on our honeymoon. We spent it in the Loire Valley in France. That's the Gîte Rural we lived in, near Saint-Benoît-le-Forêt. Laura and me at the Assam Reserve, India.
Travel a lot.
This is a picture of our lake cottage. I can use this for the memory I'm working on today. This was taken at the benefit dinner we attended the night of the accident. I only keep it because I can't bear to throw away any image of Laura.
Okay. So he does memory experiment. So maybe we need to check out the garage because there's probably the car, which probably isn't Laura's. Might get a get a boost out of that for his experiments. So yeah, check this. Oh, I'm so excited for trying. Okay, the tower here. We don't fuck the tower. Let's go. Oh, you got a jack now. Okay.
Mrs. Dalton has it serviced twice a year. I don't touch it. What the hell is that? Lovely. I don't know what that piece of rubbish is doing in my garage, but I'm going to have a talk with Mrs. Dalton about it. Old family portraits. Laura took them down when she moved in. We meant to have them restored, but it never happened.
Okay. Let us go back inside. And talk with Mr. Dalton since he's pissed.
Good morning.
Morning.
Tea and toast? Want it in the lab as usual?
Not yet. I'll eat later.
You need to eat, David.
Later, Stella.
As you say.
Let's check the notice board. There was actually.
It's a business card from Inspector Pazer of the Oxford Police Department. He was the investigator on the accident. Simon's business card with his phone number.
That's probably it. Okay. Let's talk to Mrs. Dalton.
What is that piece of junk metal out by the garage?
You mean the bike? I saw that. I assumed it belongs to Sam. It's broken down from what I can tell. That explains the state she arrived in.
It's a bloody eyesore.
Well, since no one ever comes to Dreadhill House, no one will ever see it, will they?
Have you noticed anything unusual in the house lately?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Signs of a break-in or intruder, or just the presence of someone else in the house.
No. No, of course not.
You have seen something in the house. What is it?
I never said.
You're acting strange.
Now that's the pig calling the cow fat.
I want you to tell me.
I don't care to talk about it.
Please, Nana. Please tell me. It's important.
You only call me Nana when you want your way. Only ever did.
Please.
All right. It was 2 days ago. I was making your bed. I thought I saw a woman in the mirror on the dresser.
A woman?
It was just for a moment. And when I turned, no one was there. It was my own child playing tricks, and no wonder with how quiet things are in this house.
It was Laura, wasn't it? The woman you saw in the bedroom mirror.
We're not going to start talking about ghosts in this house. It's not healthy, and it isn't fair to Laura's memory. Do you hear me, David Styles?
All right. Relax. Is that girl lurking about?
You mean Sam? She went over to the university.
Good. Though a fat lot of good that does to my files.
So, what do you think of her?
Who?
Sam, of course. You are a bear this morning. She seems an independent sort to me. A go-getter.
Ms. Everett certainly has initiative.
She's not been any trouble to you, has she?
Trouble? That girl has it stamped on her forehead in letters a mile high. Not that I can't deal with a chit like that.
Well, I hope she works out. That lab is in a state and a half, and I've got enough to deal with caring for the rest of this old monster.
So you've told me. Did the university say anything when they sent her over?
Not particularly. Funny, I thought they said they were sending a medical student, but I told them that wasn't necessary and they must have changed their minds.
She's not a medical student. You'd think they'd have got that right at least.
I know. That's why I think they must have sent someone else. Do you want me to call them?
Doesn't matter now. We appear to be stuck with Miss Everett. Don't get too attached to the girl, Stella. I don't intend to keep her long.
What do you mean?
What I said. I needed someone to sort some things out for me and help with this new experiment. It's very short term.
But you can't just hire the poor girl and send her packing within the month.
I don't see anything poor about Miss Everett.
That shows how much you know about girls. She obviously hasn't got a pot to you-know-what in, or anyone much to care would be my guess. You should have seen the state of her clothes when she arrived, like she's been wearing them for a year. She must be on one of those low-income scholarships, don't you think?
None of my business. The point is, I don't care to have a stranger in the house. The quicker it's done, the better.
Now, don't go upsetting yourself. I just thought it might be healthy to have someone else in the house.
Stella?
I won't say another word on the subject.
Listen, ring the repair shop in town and have them collect that bike. Tell them to do whatever they must to fix the ugly thing.
Why, David? That's generous of you.
Can't have the girl getting stuck here, can I?
Okie dokie. So, that's taken care of. So, let's go down to lab. I'm working. Check this stuff out that Okay. Where's that?
I don't need to look anything up right now. I bought that for the clinic. We never used it.
File cabinet.
The old star for Miss Everett. These beds are a tad intimidating, I suppose. I've been down here so long I forget what it might look like to an outsider.
Funny. Oh well. Let's go to the main lab. Probably has a key. Lab. Oh god.
The doorbell is ringing. Who can it be?
Oh, Dr. Stiles, there's a package for you. Shall I take it down to the basement?
I'll get it. Thank you, Stella.
Bastard.
That must be my dialogue generator.
Okay. Appointment.
It's old. It's old.
For God's sake, we know it's old.
I don't need to make a new video log right now, but I want to review the ones that are on my computer.
Files. Okay. So what do we have here? Up list. Science back 2000. Last century and a half. Have transformed our understanding of the brain biology and foundation which individual potential are built. This article outlines basic facts about some of the key areas. Cerebrum. That's two sensing the hemispheres everywhere. Fissure. A layer of cerebral cortex. Cortex is composed of gray matter, or mostly nerve cells, but bodies, the fibers associated with higher brain function. Nerves, the sort of blah. And I don't give a rat's ass. Pretty much, I don't. Okay. Experiment plan. That's the plan we already saw with Sam, so we don't care about that. So, back here.
I've decided to try to keep Laura with me. For years, I've researched the possibility that consciousness, or mind, is not the same thing as the physical brain. Since Laura's funeral, I swear, I have felt her presence. I've decided to spend several hours a day in the isolation tank visualizing Laura. I don't know what will be the outcome, except probably to indulge my own grief. But if any of her energy remains, then by giving it attention and focus, maybe I can lengthen its influence. Since work no longer interests me, I've decided to make this my work. I will log the results.
Okay. So, in my opinion, that's not healthy.
I've been spending 2 hours a day in the tank. The results have varied. Sometimes I'm convinced I feel Laura's presence. Other times, I'm not able to get past my doubts. I still believe Laura is here. I do. Bergson, the philosopher, believed we choose our own reality. If nothing else, I have done that. I'm having new equipment designed that should boost my sessions in the tank. That is all.
Okay, we choose our own reality. That's definitely something to be wary about.
Laura would be 33 today. Happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday, darling. Something strange has been happening. There have been several incidents that indicate a presence in the house. The presence of Laura. It sounds insane, I know, but there have been undeniable physical phenomena. Is it possible that through my sessions in the tank, I've given Laura the energy to manifest? I plan to keep a careful record of events as they unfold, and there might be something in the field of psi research that could help. I'll look into it. Laura's presence in the house has continued. I've decided to begin a new experiment to study the effects of imagination. I'll use students as subjects and my fMRI. My hope is to record data on the areas of the brain involved in detailed visualizations. Perhaps using biofeedback, I can train myself to stimulate the same area in my own brain and thus increase the power of my sessions in the tank. This may, in turn, give more energy to Laura.
Okay.
I don't need to research wine right now.
Check the whiteboard.
There's been a presence in the house. There's been...
To do for day PSI research, build a RNG device, isolate tank session, outline the videotape. Outline a videotape.
I don't need to make a new video log right now.
Already did that?
I'll do a session in the tank today. But first, I want to collect items from around the house to help me strengthen my memories of Laura.
Let's check this counter. What do we have here? Dear Dr. Stiles, you sound anxious. I had to press the phone. Only thing you need to do is connect the RNG monitor to my little invention here. Since you have my book, I won't be very with the details. Rasmus. Okay. This has got to be the book. So, telekinesis. Okay. So, RNG monitor 1 to 99. Set numbers generated frequently between 1 and 99%. Set set to an active. Set percent number generated frequently as average remaining. Set percentage sign. Okay. So,
Good. Now I can get started.
okay, we're gonna hook that up. So, what was it that said? Another book, for God's sake. Okay, set percentage sign. Then number 35. Numbers. It's 1 to 5. Okay. Let me read again. Okay. Okay. Some facts about the Sahara discovery. Studies indicate that hypotheses demonstrate that fast affects 1 to 10% above over 1% of the population. Okay. Okay, set. Okay, 1 to 99 set numbers generated frequently 1% to 99%. Set numbers in active percent set generated frequencies as average with remaining percentages. Okay, let's see here. Percent sliders are in G, but where I okay, first touch random add RNG device which randomly generates numbers between 1 and 39. The type of device seems to work well with the subject because mentally focused on number of number 13. The fact that it might have been. After all, there is a 1 in a 40 chance of each of every roll that has 13 will appear. I have no fucking idea what they're saying. Okay. Sure. So, what should I do? From what it looks like, I should. Okay, let's fiddle around with it. This is at least a picture from the book. Very faint numbers. Oh.
Dr. Ramuskin invented these letter rolls. A random number generator controls the letters, so hypothetically one can create messages using only the mind. No, I've got something set wrong on the motor. I need to take another look at the diagram in Ramuskin's book.
After all, there's one. Version. Basically, David RNG combined with Trevor. With a flipping mechanism. The RNG model was set to generate numbers from 1 to 26. If one signal was received, select the letter A. First set, I set the change of any card change occur. There were low possibilities since 0 generates blank cards. I set the RNG monitor to generate an 0 to 99 of the time. Thus, the rose only rarely returns to any letter at all, upon chance that it will occur. Then I generate any letter to an equal percentage. I set numbers 1 to 5 with the remaining percent. Okay, so 1 to 26 gotta be percent. Let's always try flip the finally all the other okay. So I just need to 1 to 26 has to be percent. Five. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah, and 26. So, and the rest zeros.
No.
The hell? Okay.
Dr. Ramaskin invented these letter rolls, a random number generator. No, no. I've got something set wrong on the motor.
Okay, I don't get this. Let's read this again. Here we go. The RNG monitor is set 1 to 99 at almost frequent. Set the inactive set percent frequently average for. Okay. So PSI start range bias which numbers between 1 and 49. Okay. This device seems to work well with PSI costs. If you try to milk the forest, you'll end up with a number 13. Fact that might. After all, there is a 1 in a 40 chance each every roll effort here. Thus forcing the 13 tries. In a previous experiment, each roll dice was controlled by flipping a geometry set to generate numbers from 0 to 26. If a signal was received, it flipped A zeros received. Zeros card. Maybe I might think should I this one blue zero also maybe 1 to 26 press 0. That's what it says.
No, I've got something. Dr. Ramusky.
Was to receive the flipped blank card. And let's see here. 0 0 frequent number between 1 13. Frequency average remaining allowed subject to fill for us reason. While there I found other things. First set chances of any card change occur with very low probability. 0 generates a blank card. I set the RNG monitor to O of 99. Zero of 99. Set RNG. Zero 99. Zero 99. Okay. Let's see here. Thus, they're only rally which turned later up.
No. No. Dr. Ramaskin
I don't get it. Set 0 of 99%. 0 of 99% is 0. So this here is correct, and then set percent to the rest of the 26, which is here. All these are percent. That's 26 letters or numbers. 27 are all blank or all inactive. Or am I missing something? Oh, what the hell? Let me think. Think.
No.
God damn it. Water break. Give me a sec. Just gonna get some water. And I'm back. Okay. Rushing water. Okay, the only thing I can think of is... here, it has to be right. Generate a 0 99% of the time. I set RNG to generate a 0 99% of the time. That means 99% of the time it doesn't move. And then the rest of the time we want the remaining to generate any letter. We want the remaining 26 to take the remaining percentage. That's like 1% divided by 26. Then we, from 27, 39, we're gonna inactive because that's 0. This has to be correct.
No, I've got something set wrong on the motor. I need to take another look at the diagram in Ramaskin's book.
So why the hell doesn't it work? I know, because this here is not percent.
It seems to be correct. There, that's got it.
Okay. So that's resetting everything.
It's working. Come on, Laura, talk to me. I'm not sure. The dialogue generator is set correctly. The dialogue... I'm not sure what...
Okay. M.
I am. I'm? Maybe I'm trying to come through? I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say.
Okay. This here is getting me nowhere. So, we need to, so what we're gonna do now is actually we are gonna go around and we need all those things he was talking about for memory. So we got back in the office. We actually found a picture that he was interested in, so we need to take that or take a look at that. I don't know why he actually took that. Parlor, we had a picture.
That was taken on our honeymoon. We spent it in the Loire Valley in France. That's the Gîte Rural we lived in, near Saint-Benoît-le-Forêt. Laura and me at the Assam Reserve, India.
This one,
Laura at our lake cottage.
that was the one.
I wanted to rebuild the memory of a night we went swimming there. I'll take this for a visual cue.
Let's see here. Okay, so got this. That's one thing. We need to go upstairs now. I think there's got to be something. Room.
She's not here now, but I'm sure Mrs. Dalton saw Laura.
Okay.
That was one of Laura's favorite dresses, but it's not right for the memory I'm focusing on.
Gotta be a swimsuit then, maybe.
These are my clothes. Nothing to remember from. I remember this sweater. She looked great in it. But she never wore it at the cottage. She wasn't wearing that on the night I have in mind. She wore it while on holiday. This is Laura's bathrobe. She wasn't wearing it that night at the cottage, but her swimsuit should be around here somewhere.
I knew it. That's his towel, probably.
I don't need it. I can almost picture Laura.
Okay.
Dies, my secrets lie not far away. His medals and his badges are all told by day. Many have I an answered plea. My general now I've often seen. He comes at dawn out on the lawn.
Okay. So we almost got the memory complete, I think. Almost. Just want to make sure that we have everything.
That bed has been in this house for centuries. Family lore has it that King Henry VIII slept in it. And again, my ancestors were notorious liars. Laura loved to curl up in that chair and read, especially on stormy nights. I read the driest sign.
What about the spare room?
Spare rooms. I keep them locked.
Go into the dining hall. Because we want to check the music.
I think I remember what we were playing that night. Now I just have to locate it. The Scarlet Furies. Yes, that's the one we were listening to at the lake. The Scarlet Furies. That's one we were listening to at the lake.
Brighten dies, my secrets lie not far away. His medals many have I an answered plea. My general now will often.
You still haven't told me what we're doing for my birthday tomorrow. I hope you haven't planned anything epic or embarrassing.
It's your birthday tomorrow? Slipped my mind.
As if you'd miss any opportunity to be devious.
Ah crap, forgot to silence my phone. Sorry about that, guys. Muting it as we speak. Okie dokie. I think we have it all. That should actually do it. So, down to the basement. Private lab.
I'm not ready for the tank session yet. I need to find a sensory item for taste.
I don't need to make a new video log right now, but I want to review the ones that are on.
Okay, taste. That's gotta be wine.
Laura always preferred dry reds in the evening, but that's all I can say for certain. That's far too many bottles. I'll have to narrow it down further. There are still too many bottles.
Crap, I need some hint. I need. That's the shampoo. Gotta be something. Got to be something.
Laura and I were drinking wine that night at the lake. But I need to pin down which wine it might have been. We have thousands of bottles here.
Let's check. Got to be something. It's gotta be something. Cabinet, maybe.
The family china.
Uh,
I don't know why. I don't know why I carry my wallet. Laura,
let's check here to.
these remind me so much of Laura. She loved to paint at Timmins Park. Laura's paintings of Timmins Park.
Oh God Almighty! Maybe Mrs. Dalton knows.
I don't need to call.
What was her favorite wine?
David, can I get you something?
No, I'm fine.
She's gotta know.
Is that girl lurking about?
You mean Sam?
Good. I have to.
So,
Who
Sam, of course.
has ever?
She's not been any trouble to you, has
Okay,
she?
we already heard all
Trouble.
this.
That girl has it.
Well, I hope.
So you've told.
Gotta be something here.
Simon's business card with his phone number. It's a business.
Gotta be something. Gotta be something.
Looks like that's stocked well enough for the moment. If Mrs. Dalton needs more for incidentals, she'll let me know. This was taken at the benefit dinner we attended the night of the accident. I only keep it because I can't bear to throw away any image of Laura. Laura and me at the... That's the Gîte Rural we lived in, near Saint-Benoît-le-Forêt. That was taken on our honeymoon. We spent it in the Loire Valley in France. Laura and me... Laura... She hated me for taking this. She hated...
Okay, we spend a lot of time in France. She likes red dry wine. It's gotta be France then. Gotta be a French wine. French are famous for wines. So let's check this. Maybe there's... We have some files.
I'm no longer tripping over files every time. I don't need to look anything up right now.
Okay, gotta be a hint.
That's far too many bottles. I'll have to narrow it down further.
Okay.
There are still...
Right, it's gotta be red. This is the region we were in. So the next thing...
Terrific. That narrows it down to 3 bottles. I can easily taste that many.
And 90... So, if I remember correctly, this was 2005.
Laura at our lake cottage. I wanted to rebuild
She
the memory of the
was...
night we went swimming there.
Check, she was 2005, she was 33, so she was born, of course.
I don't need to search for...
She was born at that time, that means that that's gotta be the right, what's it called? The right year. No is Laura, because that's... And I forgot the number.
Nothing. It's not bringing up any memories. I think... Yes, this is it.
Okay.
I don't need to make a new video log right now.
So CD.
That's not right. Those are base, but I need something more specific.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see.
The shampoo is loaded in the scent filter.
Okay.
The shampoo is... The controls on the tank aren't right. Now the CD tray is opened. The CD is loaded. Everything's set. I'm ready.
Okay.
My secrets lie not far away. His medals and his badges are all dull by day. Many have I an answer plea. My general
You still haven't told me what we're doing for my birthday tomorrow. I hope you haven't planned anything epic or embarrassing.
It's your birthday tomorrow? Slipped my mind.
Mm-hmm. As if you'd miss any opportunity to be devious. Speaking of which, Dad says he'll be joining us for a few days in Venice at Christmas. Won't that be marvelous? I'm glad you talked me into it. It should be so lovely with all the decorations and the ceremonies in the cathedrals. Blue tiles. Blue tiles. Check the cars, David. Check the cars, David.
Okay. Let's see here. Something about the accident. There was a photo here about the accident.
Blue tiles. And yes, there is something odd about this photo. I need to examine this more closely. Laura and me at the
The way to examine it is actually scan it in. We have a scanner, so let's suck her up. He's really paranoid since there are only 2 people in the house at the moment. So take this, scan it.
Oh my God. What is that thing? The picture is as good as it's going to get without professional help. What I don't know is what the hell it means. The picture the pic the pic the pic the picture
Okay. Maybe we can find something more out if we call the shrink, maybe. What's a shrink? Or somebody.
Hello. Everything all right?
fine, thank Simon's business card. It's a business card from Inspector Pazer of the Oxford Police Department. He was the investigator on the accident.
Probably check the cards, so maybe we should just activate the phone and he will call somebody.
Hello?
Inspector, it's David Stiles. You worked on my case. Car crash in Oxford.
Oh, Dr. Styles. I remember. Your wife. Terrible accident.
Yes. Look, I know it was a long time ago, and this is a strange question. Was there anything unusual about the cars? The car that hit us, perhaps, or just anything you remember?
Hang on a sec. I'm looking at the file. Listen, what made you call and ask me about it now?
I thought I remembered hearing something. It's been bothering me.
I don't remember ever telling you. You were in the hospital and... Well, anyway, there was something a bit off. The car that hit you, the gas pedal was fused to the floor, actually melted into it. Thing is, that car didn't burn in the crash. Not a bit of it. It might explain him running through that give way sign. Except how the driver got from his home 5 miles away to that junction with a gas pedal in that condition is a mystery to me. Dr. Stiles?
Thank you. You're right. Very curious.
If there's anything else I can...
I'll be in touch.
And the police never actually investigated further. So that concludes chapter 3, people. A lot better than yesterday and the day before.
Do you have something to say to me, Miss Everett?
No.
Turn that thing off, please.
Dr. Stiles, are you sure it's safe after what happened last night?
Safe? Of course, why wouldn't it be?
He doesn't even know. Why should Dr. Stiles concern himself with fraternity pranks?
I still feel as nervous as a virgin on prom night.
Settle down. I'm not paying you to chitter-chatter. Lie back and close your eyes. Relax. Sink into the bed.
This is going to be the swim thing because we know that that's going to be the next exercise, if I remember correctly.
Tonight, you're at the swimming pool
Yeah.
in St. Edmund. Your eyes are closed and you're standing on the rough cement surface next to the pool. You grip and relax your bare feet. Your toes can feel all the tiny bumps and smooth paint of the cement. You smell the chlorine in the air and feel dampness on your skin. When you open your eyes, you will see a pleasant illumination from the lamps reflecting off the water.
Get out! Get out!
I don't think anybody peed in the pool, that's for sure. Water into wine. That a bug? It's looping. Well, we saw this. Just without sound now. or it's not without sound, it's without voice. And I actually know for a fact that not too long ago, they updated the game because it had trouble with Windows 8. I actually read that on the Steam forums. I bought it. Sure, it's working fine. So let's just gonna give it a chance more. If it loops again, just gonna skip the video. See if we can get past this. If not, I'm gonna try and fix something out. We are definitely at the end, and in about 30 minutes or so, Transistor should be available to download. And of course, we're going to download that. And after I installed it, I'll be back streaming that. So stay tuned, of course. And stick around. Looks like it's dropping crazy right now.
Sam! Something's happened. Get up, come on.
What? What are you doing in my room? A few seconds earlier, and you'd have caught me dressing.
Sorry, I'll wait in the hall.
Okay, let's save. And trying to figure out why it's actually dropping like insanely. Strange. I will definitely check. Strange. Oh well. I'll fix that before the next stream in an hour or so, I think. So till then,